on the street where you live.
He's a continental Cupid who, with the glint of his come-hither eye and the enchantment of his come-hither voice, has the ladies of the universe oozing like treacle through his fingers.
Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. So tell me, have you ever really ever loved the one? Hey mambo, mambo italiano, hey mambo, mambo italiano. 'Cause when you get down to it, all I really wanna do is make you love, baby, make love, baby, make love.
Well, he'd like to be, but he's actually single at the moment. Patrizio Buane joins us now on the couch. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Why is a delightful, normal, attractive bloke like you single? What's going on?
It's like this.
Do you want to answer the question?
Oh, no, I'll leave it to you.
What's going on?
I just don't know. I must be, people sometimes, they have so much respect and they think it's so perfect. But it's, you know, I'm just a guy next door, just as you said. But some people think, you know, like, oh, he's the prince on the white horse who lives in a castle and he's a billionaire. Like, oh my God, you know, they're afraid. They're just afraid of me.
So do you think they're kind of in love with maybe what they think you might be rather than the real person?
I mean, it's lovely, you know, to be considered such a sex symbol, but I want to leave the job to Ricky Martin. I rather want to be considered the normal guy next door who has a great album.
Does that mean that life is lonely for you?
No, not lonely, but sometimes sad, because when all the interviews finish, you know, you go home and you're there in your room going, you know, nice sofa, nice TV set, but it's all not mine. I want to go home. But don't get me wrong, I enjoy the life of a single. It's just sometimes those little moments. So that's why I put all my feelings, you know, in the music, and I'm not complaining. But it's nice that we talk about it, because I probably couldn't afford an ad.
An ad.
An ad for looking for the right person.
That's right, a singles ad he's talking about,
Yes.
I understand.
Where is home for you?
It's Rome. It's Rome.
How
Italy,
often?
Rome.
Yes. How often are you back there?
Very, very rarely. You see, my life is a little bit shuffled. Just like I speak, it's shuffled. I was born in Vienna, in Austria. My family is from Naples. I lived in Naples, I lived in Vienna, and then I moved back in 1999 to Rome. Then I signed a record deal in the UK, was in London, travel around the world, spent 1 year in Miami in America, 4 months in Los Angeles. You know, I feel cosmopolitan. And it's been, I think, 9 times that I've been in Australia. And I love it here. You never know. Maybe ladies out there, maybe there is some nice Australian lady for me.
You never know. You never know. And you do speak 6 languages, so you're keeping your options open, which is important.
Yeah, I do speak 6 languages, but people still don't understand me.
Well, I was intrigued because you speak Italian, obviously German makes sense, being close to Italy. English, French, Spanish, all makes sense. But Polish, why Polish?
I studied it because I was singing for the Pope in 1997.
Oh, that's right.
And then my sister has a Polish husband, and it was always there, the Polish language somehow. So pick it up, you know, and they have, you know, nice girls as well there. You know, all the cliches about Italians, it's all true with me. You know? I'm sorry.
Why do you find languages so easy?
Because I learned them phonetically, you know, when I go to China. 我是 Patrizio, 欢迎中国, 谢谢. You know, that means good evening, I'm Patrizio, I love China. And when I go to Japan, I say, 私は Patrizio, ありがとうございました. You know, just, I learned it phonetically.
Shen Yen Kuai La. That's happy birthday, I think.
I had my birthday in 2 days.
Well, there you are.
How did you know that?
Oh, it's just that creepy little thing, wasn't it? Well, I'll sing it to you later.
Yes.
How difficult, then, is it to translate? Because last time you were on, you sung Robbie Williams' song, Angels, which you did a version of. How difficult is it to translate a song like that into another language? Because you're messing with the rhythm of the song, aren't you? Because it doesn't necessarily rhyme when you translate it.
Well, you have to find the right words. You sit down and you give it a try once, twice, many versions. There are many versions till the last version has to be agreed, you know. But for me, it's important, in fact, that the music translate. If that song would not work with the lyrics, I wouldn't have recorded it. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
I want to talk to you about something I read, that you might have actually become a chef.
That's right. How did you know that? She knows everything. Oh, my God.
Is that true?
I wanted to be a chef just like my father. And he said, if you're becoming a chef, I'm going to chop off your hands. I said, why is that? because I don't want you to work on Saturdays and Sundays when we have to be in the kitchen and, you know, David and Kim are going out for a nice wine and a nice pizza.
Not together. We
whatever, you know what I mean. Then we have to be in the kitchen and wash up and stuff. So find a job where you don't work on Saturdays and Sundays.
Well,
what's funny as an entertainer, I work Saturdays and Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't matter what you do. You got to do what you have in your heart. Frank Sinatra once said, you can only be yourself, but you can be very good at it. So be yourself, whatever you want to do.
So you were singing at that stage? Is that what your dad was pushing you into?
My parents were recording the old vinyl records into cassettes to be later played in the restaurant.
Yes.
So I was, as a child, 3-4 years old, play around with my toys and sing along. So later, my parents would catch me and go like, come on here, sing. So you get brave and brave and braver. And we just talked about the languages. My real profession is, and I'm an interpret. I studied languages. I'm an interpreter.
Interpreter.
But my music was always a passion. That was my goal. I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to entertain people.
Well, when you were listening to those vinyl records and the tapes when you were a kid, which vocalists do you remember really struck a chord with you?
Well, I always like guys with charismatic voices, and I could mention you some Italian singers that are not really known: Massimo Ranieri, Gianni Morandi, Adriano Celentano, or Dean Martin, Elvis Presley, Roy Orbison, Tom Jones, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Freddie Mercury, Bon Jovi. I mean, those guys
all
that
big voices,
with little effort come on stage and go, "You don't have to be beautiful, oh love me tender, I've got you under my skin."
Keep going.
You know what I mean? It's all.
And you're right, because those
it's
guys...
all that pent-up passion, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing.
There is something effortless about the way they sing, isn't it?
Yes, because they were just born to do that. And you have to find yourself. And you got to be yourself, that's it.
So do you find that you are an effortless singer, or is that something that you're just inspired to be? Are you naturally an effortless singer?
Let me tell you this way. If I wouldn't be sitting here this morning, you know, and having a chat to you and sing, I would do it probably at home anyway, under the shower, you know. I love singing. I love entertaining people. The bizarre thing is, the only bizarre thing that I try to figure out is, when I try to be funny, nobody's laughing. When I'm serious, everybody's laughing. So, you know, so I'm serious.
We're nearly out of time, but we want to plug your album. It's originally entitled Patrizio.
That's right.
Yeah. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, or 12?
No. It's Patrizio. This is not Patrizio, just the Italian that everybody knows. That's my nationality. I'm Italian, that's okay. But I've got a wonderful album there recorded in LA, in the Capitol Studios. Original material, more of the Italian songs that people wanted to hear or made me known in this country, and some standards that I interpreted as if they would have been written yesterday. It's a great album. If the guys are sick of scoring goals with rugby, get the album and score the goals with the ladies.
That is a classic.
Just on the ladies, how do women usually react when they meet you?
No, I mean, they react the way I react. I'm totally schmoozed, you know, I'm totally, you know, I love it, but we need to all respect each other and control each other, because sometimes it can be too much. You know that.
Yeah.
Because I imagine you've probably got fawning women who throw themselves at you, and that would be a bit overwhelming, I imagine.
Yeah, it is overwhelming. Let's control ourselves.
You met Sophia Loren.
That's right.
Beautiful, beautiful woman.
She happened to be a fan. And I met her, and I was also once performing for her. One day I received a phone call by her manager, who invited me to Switzerland. And I said, okay, so how long do you want me to sing? And, no, she wants you to be a guest on her son's wedding. Just a guest, not to sing. And I flew out, and she walked in the room. She's a beautiful woman. It's like, I was standing in front of her, like in front of a Christmas tree, you know. She walked in, she said hello to everybody, saw me, go like, Patrizio, my friend. We've got the same birthday, 20th of September.
Well, I'm the 22nd. Little Virgos, aren't we, see?
Yes. And then she's from the same city my grandmother is from, Pozzuoli, close to Naples.
Beautiful.
And you were just there and you just chatted? You didn't have to sing or anything?
I recorded actually a song on the new album that she sang in one of the movies. It started in Naples, which is Tu far americano, americana. You got to check it out. This is a great album.
Yeah.
It's a great album.
It is a great album.
You know, I'm not just plugging my album because it's me. It is a great album, great musicians. You have a lot of fun.
We're out of time. Got to go. Lovely to talk to you.
I'm going.
And we'll see you when you're back next year.
Thank you, Patrizio. Thank you very much.
Home shopping time now with Shane.
If I told you that with one quick phone call you could potentially save hundreds of dollars, would you do it? I know I would. Well, Faye is here and she says that one quick call is all it takes.